Hi learners! I am Mom Sharnes, your English 5 teacher, and welcome back to our English class. In this video, you will learn summarizing various text types based on elements, English 5 Quarter 3, MELC-Based Lesson 2, Week 2. Our lesson objectives is to summarize various text types based on elements, specifically to identify the elements of literary text, to summarize narrative text based on elements like theme, setting, characters, and plot, to recognize the steps in summarizing, to infer the theme of literary text, and to summarize information from various text types. So, what is summarizing? Summarizing is a short retelling of a story or a text that includes only the most important information. Sa Tagalog, ito yung pagbubuod ng kwento. At ang tawag naman doon sa binuod na kwento ay ang buod. In English, summary. Summaries include the main idea of the text and it omit the minor details. In summarizing, pinapaikli natin ang isang teksto o ang isang kwento. Kinukuha lamang natin yung mga important details sa kwento. We just get the main idea and tinatanggal na yung mga hindi naman masyadong importante. Summaries are considerably shorter than the original text. And we have steps in proper summarizing. When summarizing, you must read and comprehend the text. Kailangan sa pagbubuod o sa pagsasummary, binasa mo talaga ang kwento at naunawaan mo ito. Next, when summarizing, you must identify the main idea and key points. Kailangan alam mo yung main ideas and key points. Next, take down notes. For you to not forget the important details or key points in the story, you should take down notes. This is a technique na ginagawa natin para mas maging organized yung ating pagbubuod ng isang teksto. Then finally, summarize the information in your own words. Paraphrasing. Dito na papasok yung understanding natin sa text. Dahil kaya mo tong i-paraphrase or kaya mong isulat ulit ang kwento ng mas maikli sa iyong sariling pagkaunawa. And summarizing, like what I said, it allows you to prove that you exactly understood the information in the text or in the story. Kapag naiintindihan mo ang kwento, kaya mong ibuod o i-summarize ang binasa mo. There are many different types of text depending on their purpose, structure, and language features. On my previous video, I discussed text types. Hindi lahat na i-discuss ko. So, let us recall again the text types. Text types are forms of writing having different purposes, forms, and features. Generally, there are two text types. We have the factual and the literary. I will discuss first the factual text types or non-fiction text types. It informs readers or it conveys information on a specific subject or topic. The very main purpose of this text type is to give information na mga totoo. It focuses on realities. It focuses on truths. Examples ng mga text types na ito ay yung mga news reports, yung mga historical records, procedures, mga recipes, mga information about real people or life situation. Ibig sabihin, mga information na totoo, hindi katang-isip lamang. And the literary or fictional text types. Ang purpose nito ay para masiyahan ang mga bumabasa. Magkaroon ng emotional response after reading the text or that literary piece. Examples are novels, short stories, and poetry. And from the word fictional text types, ito yung mga selection or mga story na hindi totoong nangyari. Now, let's find out if you understand these two text types. Identify the following text types, whether it is factual or literary. Number 1. Its main purpose is to entertain readers. Is it literary text types or factual text types? Pause this video and give your answer. And the answer is literary text type. Number 2, it teaches readers about facts and valid information. The correct answer is factual or non-fictional text type. Next, it is usually a made-up story with characters who may be like real people or imaginary. Pause this video and give your answer. The correct answer is literary text type. Number 4, it has facts that can be checked and proven. It is factual or non-fictional text type. And the last is, its stories are about real people and happenings like what's on the news. The answer is factual or non-fictional text type. I hope you got it all right. Now that you can already differentiate factual from literary text, let us give more focus on the literary narrative texts, poems, and their elements. Narrative text is a type of literary text that entertains, informs, or instructs readers by telling a story. It can be either fictional or non-fictional. Here are the samples of fictional narratives, and these are some of the example of non-fictional narratives. Kung meron tayong fictional narratives, mga literary piece, meron din tayong mga non-fictional narratives. Ito yung mga totoo na information ang binibigay, hindi siya literary pieces. And here are the elements of narrative text. These are the 6 main elements of narrative text. We have character, setting, mood, theme, plot, and the conflict. When we say characters, these are the elements of narrative text that refer to people, animals, or creatures that take part in the action of the story. Sila lang naman yung mga tauhan na gumaganap sa kwento. Pwedeng ito'y tao, mga hayop, o kung anumang creature sila na umaakt sa story. The usual question pertaining to characters is, who are the characters in the story? Examples naman ng characters, Princess Aurora and Prince Philip sa Sleeping Beauty. Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff of Frozen. The second element is the setting. It is the time and place in which the event happened. The usual question is where and when the story happens or takes place. Ang setting ay kung kailan at saan naganap ang kwento. Examples: One Morning in the Forest, or one day at the beach. Third element is the mood. It is the general feeling created in the reader upon reading or listening through word choice and pacing. Ito yung naramdaman ng reader after niyang mabasa or marinig ang kwento. Usual question is, how do you feel upon reading the story? Anong naramdaman mo matapos mong basahin ang kwento? And ang mga examples ng mood ay excited, frustrated, sympathetic, amused, any kinds of emotion after mong mabasa ang kwento. The fourth element is the theme. It is the author's message or central concept about life or human nature conveyed through the story. It refers to the lesson or moral of the story. Ito yung mensahe o nais sabihin ng writer o ng author. Usual questions are, what is the message of the story? Or what is the story all about? What lesson did the main character learn? Because in every story naman ay mayroong aral na natututunan. Examples: importance of family, or benefits of hard work, power of love, or friendship, and a lot more. The fifth element is conflict. It is the main problem to be solved in the story, the struggle that the characters are involved. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng isang story dahil mayroong nagiging conflict o problema. The usual questions pertaining to conflict are, what is the problem that happens in the story? What problem is the main character facing? Here is an example of the conflict from the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. When the queen got jealous of Princess Snow White's beauty, she wanted to kill her so she will be the fairest of them all in the kingdom. Number 6 is the plot. Plot tells the sequence of events from the beginning, middle, and ending. It is made up of the problem, important events, and the resolution. Ito yung mga important points na kailangan mailagay kapag magsa-summary ka. In the beginning, doon ipapakilala kung sino yung mga tauhan sa kwento, kung saan at kailan naganap ang kwento, at kung ano ba yung problema. In the middle or sa gitna ng kwento, doon mo usually makikita yung attempt ng character na maresolba yung problema. And in the end, you will find the closure. It can be tragic, it can be a happy ending, or unexpected ending, or even a cliffhanger ending. Dito nagkakaroon ng resulta yung naging conflict. Pwedeng maging masaya, maging malungkot yung kinahinatnan. Pwede rin namang napaka-unexpected nung maging wakas. And meron ding mga ending na parang bitin pa. Just remember that plot tells the sequence of events from the beginning, middle, and ending. And again, it is made up of problem, important events, and the resolution. Usual question niya is, what happened in the beginning, middle, and ending of the story? And for the example, from the story of Snow White, na i-summarize na yung buong kwento. Let us read. Once upon a time, there lives a beautiful and kind-hearted Princess Snow White, who charms every creature in the kingdom except one. her jealous stepmother, the queen. When the magic mirror proclaimed Snow White the fairest one of all, the queen ordered her huntsman to take down Snow White deep down the forest to kill her. The princess was rescued by 7 dwarf miners who make her part of their household. The queen discovered that the princess was still alive, so she tricked Snow White with an enchanted apple. Only the magic of true love's kiss can save her from falling asleep. The dwarfs were too late to save Snow White from the poisoned apple. They placed her in a glass coffin in the forest and mourned for her. Prince Florian, who is passing by, has fallen in love with Snow White. He happens to awaken the princess from the wicked queen's death-like spell with pure love's kiss. In this example, pinaikli yung kwento na ibod ng maayos dahil naibigay lahat ng mga importanteng pangyayari sa kwento. Plot is the part of the story being summarized as it contains the most important details. This is the storyline. The term plot refers to the writer's ordering of story events. And kanina, binigay ko na nga yung 3 main parts, the beginning, middle, and end. But let us be more specific. Here are the parts of the plot. In the beginning part, we have exposition and conflict. Exposition, ito yung simula or yung introduction. Dito, pinepresent ang setting and kung sino-sino ba yung mga characters sa story. And susunod nang i-introduce ang conflict or yung problema sa kwento. Next, in the middle part, makikita natin ang rising action at climax. Kung makikita nyo, yung line niya parang pataas kasi nga unti-unti nang nagkakaroon ng tension or excitement dun sa kwento. Mas nagiging interesting na yung takbo ng story. Rising action creates tension and grows excitement. On the climax, it is the most critical moment at the highest peak of tension, fear or excitement. Kasi ito na yung pinaka-main na laban ng character sa conflict. At the end part, it includes falling action and resolution. Sa falling action, unti-unti nang nababawasan yung tension sa kwento. Unti-unti nang nakakaroon or nakikita ang resulta. And then finally, we have the resolution. Ito na yung pinaka-wakas or closure ng kwento. So again, here are the parts of the plot. We have the main 3 parts, beginning, middle, end. Under the beginning, we have exposition and conflict. In the middle part, we have rising action and the climax. And in the end, we have the falling action and resolution. Even the lines, it corresponds dun sa tension na nararamdaman ng isang reader. Not just the reader, pati sa mga movies, makikita natin ang plot. Or kahit sa anong forms ng story, makikita natin to. Kahit sa movie, because it tells a story. Pag-usapan naman natin ang poetry text. Poetry is also a form of literary text which follows meter and rhythm on each lines and syllables. It always rhythmical, metaphorical, and often exhibits such formal elements such as meter, rhyme, and written in stanza, line structure. It follows a set of rules governing the number and arrangement of syllables in each line. In poetry, words are looped together to form sounds, images, and ideas that might be too complex or abstract to describe directly. Poetry text, ito yung mga tula. Here is an example of a poem The title of the poem is Trees by Joyce Kilmer. Let me read it. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Homes are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. You can see in this poem the lines, ito yung mga lines, and the stanza, the group of lines grouped together. Tingnan muna natin ang elements of the poetry. We have theme, mood, rhythm, stanza, line, rhyme, and meter. When we say theme, kagaya sa narrative text, ito yung truth, lesson, or message. Usually, tungkol sa life ang message niya. Mood, it is the feeling or emotion that the author or the poet is trying to express. Next, the rhythm, it is the beat, the sound, and the feels of the poem. Para din siyang mood na nag-express ng feelings, but ang focus natin dito is yung mismong mga words or mga lines. How does it feels or how does it sounds like? Dahil nga meron din tayong meter and rhythm na nag-create ng beat or sound. Next, the stanza. It is the group of lines in the poem. Next is the line. It is a single row of words in a poem. Yung isang linya doon sa tula. The rhyme are the words that have same ending sounds. And then the last is meter. It is the number and style of accented syllables in a line. Ito yung pinakang sukat ng mga syllables. Bilang ng syllables sa isang line. And there you have it, the elements of poetry. Again, we have theme, mood, rhythm, stanza, line, rhyme, and meter. Balikan natin ang poem ni Joyce Kilmer. So in this poem, makikita nyo yung line na sinasabi ko, ito yon, yung isang line. So these lines, yung isang row ng words dyan, mga words dyan, lines yan. And then stanza, ito yung magkaka-group na mga lines. Like, ito. Yan. I think I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. Ayan. Ito yung mga stanza niya. And then yung rhyme naman, ito nga yung may mga parehong sound sa dulo ng word. Like see, tree, rest, day, pray, where, hair, lane, rain, me, tree. And then meter, yung bilang ng syllables. Kapag may meter ang isang tula, pareho ng number ng syllables kada line. So, take note, summaries can be presented in different styles like using graphic organizer. You may plan your composition using this chart. And here are the learning tasks that you can answer to test if you really understand our lesson. We have learning task 1. Just pause this video if you want to answer this. We have learning task 2 and learning task 3. And that is it for our lesson today. I hope you learned something in this video. Once again, I am Mom Sharnes, your English 5 teacher. Till next time, class dismissed.